Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, well, I'm going to use this one. I hooked up a different mic.
Hello there, good
Okay.
people of the world. Welcome to another Flight Sim Safari. As you can see, we're already streaming here and preparing for the takeoff. I'm going to go back to, what's it called? Discord. Yes. Done. Yeah. Let's see. What's the weather like in... oh, today we're going to do a little detour. I don't want to follow the original flight plan. Hi, Vinny.
Hello.
Hi, Vinny.
Hi.
I want to fly to... There's a country on the right-hand side. I'm not sure which country this is, but it has the extraordinary ICAO code for an airport that is called SA14. This sounds very futuristic and very alien-like. I want to go there. And after that, we're going to continue to follow the flight plan. I desperately want to go to this particular airport because it's also in these really high highlands, and I just am interested in what it looks like there. I think it's pretty interesting. There are salt flats, possibly. And
Guys, are we going to follow him or?
you are one mean Dutch dude.
He's an insurrectionist.
He is. That is true.
An insurrectionist?
Yes,
insurrectionist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just have to decide. I'm just trying to
here in America.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether to follow him now. SA14, is that where we're spawning in?
No.
Where?
We're spawning where we left off last time at Sierra Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, but we're not going to go to the next flight plan on the list, on the next airfield on the list, but we're going to go somewhere else.
I see. We're going to go to SA14.
Exactly. With some touchdowns in between.
Airport or?
Yes, airports, airfields rather, or airstrips, unimproved strips. There's somebody called Marshall Wee. Oh, let's see. We've got somebody on Twitch. Heyo, thought we'd fly with, but I've got no mic, so didn't. It is, yeah. No big deal. You can join in anyway. It doesn't matter. We do have means to communicate, as you can see, so that's all right.
But as usual, you're at the wrong side of the airport.
What is it with you? I haven't done anything untoward today yet. It might happen at some point, but I'm just gonna start up my plane. So, Sip Cider. Welcome on Twitch, Sip Cider. Glad you can join us. If you have to, just to make sure, you do know where you need to spawn, which airport. If you took a look at the forums, that's probably the reason why you're here anyway. Come on, start up that thing. Okay, and looking at the looking at little nav map, we're supposed to fly at 23,000 feet. So pick your choose your plane wisely.
3. Wow.
Flight level 230. Let's see. activate some. We're gonna need some serious oxygen here in my Kodiak, in my unpressurized Kodiak. This is not gonna be pretty. So I am at the wrong end of the runway. Yep, you have the monster plan. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is a monster plan, that's true. But on the other hand, I mean, this is one of those few tours where we really fly, where there's some kind of consistency between the flights. So it's, I think, as if these people that have been flying with me so far are not completely dishonest, then it is probably enjoyable to have some consistency in between.
We are not dishonest. We're back for more every week, so.
Yep. All right. That the other end of the runway is you said it. I'm gonna go there. Same. And does it move? Yes, it does.
I am at a Cessna 414 today. I have no idea what I'm doing.
414. Is that the Titan thing?
That is the Chancellor. The Titan is the 404.
The 404 is the Titan. Okay. Well, we'll see. Marshall Wee, that's you there, Cider. That's okay. No, I didn't think it was a complaint. I just wanted to tell you why it's such a monster plan, because it's a really long journey, and I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to complete this until the end of the... Oh, we have these stupid cars. If we're going to be able to end this, to finish this tour till the end of the year. I don't think so. Oh, I don't have any camera activated. What is happening? I want people to see my ugly face. There it is. Oh, we've got... There's a jet here. A jet 1256. Is that AI traffic, huh?
Yeah, he's waiting for us to get off the runway so he can take off.
We're going to block him for a while.
Okay.
All four of us.
Mm-hmm.
Outfretter.
See me waving?
Excuse me?
Do you see me waving?
No, but I see the windsock that is basically trying to mate with you.
All these unfamiliar planes, maybe it's Microsoft coming to get you.
Oh yeah. I was trying to fly the other day. I wanted a little I usually fly the Kodiak, as you guys know, but the other day I thought I'd try the Twin Otter, but this thing is so off. I don't know what these guys did with it. I think it's some kind of Aerosoft remains from a from a contractual thing that they did between each other, but this is not... I don't know. I would personally be ashamed to offer such a plane inside the sim.
It was vibe coded.
Yes, most likely, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first waypoint, let's see what we could do. What we could put into the system is How about Aguas Blancas Airport, which is Sierra Charlie Golf Uniform. Sierra Charlie Golf Uniform. And if somebody's
Is that before SA14 or after?
This is way before. S18, you can just follow me essentially if you want to. I just want to, explore the area a little bit because it looks promising. It looks desolate. It looks like some really beastly desert area, and I just want to go there and take a look. You can just
Sierra Golf Uniform Alpha?
Sierra
Charlie Golf Uniform.
Yeah.
It's on the way to SA14.
Mm-hmm. And we can do a touchdown there and then, or maybe touch and go and then head on to the next one. We'll see.
Yeah, that's really close by, relatively speaking.
Yes, it's close. That's true. Like 40 miles or something. Okie dokie. Let's see. I need to switch to nav mode here and activate nav and hit enter. Maybe enter might be a good idea. There we go. Okay, you guys ready to go? How about you, Cider, on Twitch? I did get some reading glasses, but I still need to increase the font size. It's hopeless. All right, let's take off.
Oh, wait.
I waiting. I waiting. I is waiting.
Just in time.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. Go.
I go. I need some trim here. Wait a minute, I forgot to trim. Otherwise, I'm gonna just ram myself into the ground. Let's go. Oh, I didn't check the controls. Holy cow. There we go. Looks good. It's good that I don't have any passengers. Yeah, Betty, stop.
You go ahead, Vinny. I'll follow you.
You don't trust me, do you?
Yeah.
It's really. This is what kind of. I'm surrounded by infidels and people who don't like me. Why are you flying with me? It's just unbelievable.
Why are you so insecure?
I am not. I'm actually I am just I love to complain. You should have known that by now. And I hate Microsoft. Did I mention that?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Even when Microsoft guys are present. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fun.
But he was still kind. I like that. He had some. He was.
Yep.
He was what.
He was very diplomatic.
He was diplomatic, and he didn't. He obviously he didn't really mind. I was probably not the first one.
I suppose they all have grown a thick skin
Mm-hmm.
since November.
Since about 1 year. It's almost a year since this thing was published, right?
Huh? November 17?
Hmm? Almost a year since 24 was put on the market.
What
Right.
day is November 17?
It's in the future. I don't know exactly. Are you asking me about the day
I
of the
think,
week?
yeah,
I don't know, dude.
make some kind of celebration flight. That we all survived
Nah,
1 year of Microsoft
yeah,
2024.
a celebration flight, but with lots of rants and complaints. I would enjoy that. I'm flying the wrong direction here. Why does it not follow my nav? So, oh, there we go.
I love it. I just turned on the autopilot. It had to do a 360 to go back to the very starting point.
Yeah, I have that same issue with the autopilot. It's a bit silly sometimes. I think we don't have to climb that high initially. Let's go to like 8,000. So, let me take a look. Sipsider. Sipsider, interesting name. How'd you find us? The forums? Probably. Oh, I should activate. Oh, hey, I still have the starter on. And I should activate pitot heat, probably. Nah.
You still have the starter on?
I still had the starter on. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, don't worry. It's automatically switched off by itself about now.
Well, it still says starter on my Garmin system. I did oh, there we go. But you mean mechanically, or the actual part of the system?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Otherwise, the starter, what is it? Is it the one? Is it the thing that ignites the? No, that's the ignition. The starter. What exactly does the starter do?
You have one in your car.
So it is the thing that starts that it starts the revolution of the
Motors your engine.
of the stuff inside the engine stuff thing, dude. Yes, I get it.
Something like that.
It's hopeless.
Easy for you to say.
Mm-hmm. Look down here. It's actually pretty nice on the ground here. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like we'd be on Mars. But there also seem all these I mean, these seem to have been water streams running everywhere. It looks like there's been water in the past, lots of it. And there are some green fields. They do not belong here, visually at least. This looks awkward.
That's not green fields, that's water.
No, that's water, true. Absolutely. These are water basins. Or some aquaculture, something like that. But it still doesn't look, it doesn't look natural. Of course it doesn't look natural, for crying out loud. But it's the color, it doesn't really blend in with the surroundings, does it?
I think it's a coca farm.
A coca farm? You mean cocaine?
Cocaine, yeah.
Okay. How do you
Don't you
come
think
to
so?
that conclusion?
Well, it's out of place here. It must be.
Mm.
I think that's really something for Microsoft to put something like that in there. Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally with you. Cider says that he's trying to stay excited for the flight sim, but there are still so many bugs in career mode, drives me crazy. Yeah, that's actually the reason why I do not use the career mode. I mean, there's lots of stuff to do beside the career mode, and if you really want to have a career that makes any kind of sense, then I would possibly join a virtual airline, or at least use something like, I don't know, what's it called? There's one of those
Neofly is pretty
exactly,
cool.
Neofly. That's the one. That's not bad either. But the career mode in the flight sim, it's fucked.
I hate Microsoft, really.
There you go. We should add another one. I hate the career mode. It's such an ugly misconception.
Well, I have it 21 minutes into the stream. I'll have it for you next time.
Cider, you're intimidated by VATSIM. Yeah, I can understand that, mostly because you're still a rookie pilot. You know, the thing with VATSIM is that as in the real world, you have all kinds of people. Sometimes you have controllers that are nice and that are helpful, but if you're popping up in a situation where there are about 30 other planes that need to be sequenced, then the controllers are probably not having that much time to give you directions. If I do it like this, because I'm not good at aviation phraseology myself. When I use VATSIM, then I usually go to places that are less crowded. And this is something, by the way, that I do not stream and that I do not record as videos, because I'm not about to embarrass myself in front of the public. No, so if I do VATSIM, I usually do it somewhere where it's less crowded, just to not go on somebody's nerves, and to have more time to develop my thoughts and the things that I want to say. If you do it often enough, then I think you're not going to have any problems. And by the way, there are also things like, I don't know, say intentions. That's not, after having used it for a couple of months, I would say that it's kind of repetitive, and I lost interest in it. But if you want to develop a little bit of a sense of what aviation phraseology, how it works, like, then say intentions might be a starting point, because for some scenarios, not for all, but for some, maybe. Or beyond ADC, I don't know. There are a couple of options out there. Did anybody of you guys, by the way, try beyond ADC? Maybe Sky Kloppo, you're an Say Intentions user, right?
All right. I fly by the seat of my pants, as you know, so I'm probably not a very good VATSIM guy or listening to detailed instructions.
No, but you're using Say Intentions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten away from it a little bit. It is kind of repetitive, and I thought it would be interesting. I also, I thought it was called Bush Pilot Audio or something like that. I thought that'd be interesting, but they describe what you're seeing way too long. I mean, they give like a Wikipedia full answer.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then by the time you get to the next waypoint, you're way past it.
Yeah, that's Bush Pilot Radio or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be really good if they could just abbreviate what they talk about, but they just go on and on about certain details that are just not even interesting. And it's, well, if you could make it, and when you're in VR, you can't really cut them off very easily either.
Yeah, I think they're sometimes what happens is they're just reading out Wikipedia articles or something like that. Because yeah, some of these descriptions are overly long, and it's not even fun to listen. I mean, a couple of like, let's say 20, 30 words or 3 to 4 sentences to describe something, and just point out, look, there's something special, and go ahead and look it up later, something like this. But it's awesome if you get an idea that there is something special happening at a certain point, but you don't have the time to listen to all of that. What the Bush radio
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if you want to see something different. I
mm-hmm.
mean, that's one thing that I wish they'd really improve on.
Yeah, that's true. The weather doesn't look too good here. It's cloud cover. Let's see, what kind of approach do we have? It's a little airfield, so there's not a whole lot to choose from, but I would say we're going to do a straight fly in runway 13. The wind doesn't really... Oh, dear God in heaven. We have 22 knots of tailwind. What is happening? Then let's say we're going to go to 31. That might be a better idea. Now let's take a look at the flight plan. Or maybe I could of course be lazy and clear the clouds away, but that would not be, that's cheating.
The EFB says that the winds on the ground are 13 knots out of 200. So 13 is actually closer.
Okay, but lots of crosswind then. I don't
Well, I
mind.
mean, it's going to be worse the other way.
Okay. Then let's pick 13. Full procedure. Give me the approach, please. Here we go. No, not vectors. Straight fly in.
Little Mavmac likes 13 as well.
Okay. That is awesome. Did he take the approach that I wanted? Yes. Straight flight. Go ahead, activate. Please do. And then we're going to have to go to an altitude of 4,000 something. Vertical speed. Million foot per minute, feet per minute. Oh, this is going to be a quick dive. We are, hello there, A320 Simmer. It's getting crowded today. What's happening? We're on Southeast Asia. We usually try to avoid the European or US servers because they have become unreliable. But maybe that's the wrong idea, because once everybody goes to Southeast Asia,
then it'll be crowded.
Then this is not what we're looking for. Oh, actually, look at that. Visibility is better close to the ground. But it's a dirt field, really. It's a dirt strip. Is that the strip? This little red piece of thing here? This looks like the strip, yeah. There's somebody called K. Willits. He's waiting for us. That's you. Awesome. That's very nice. Nice of you to join us. I'm going to reduce my speed a little. Laps. This looks like a promising strip. Might be a little muddy. Nah, it's too dry to be muddy. But this might be a place where they're trafficking cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
From the fields we saw.
This is exactly the place, the kind of place that I would use for this kind of endeavor.
So you think that's where they're processing the stuff growing in those nice green fields that we saw?
Exactly. Okay, I'm just gonna do a touch and go and then take off again. But they do seem to have some kind of hut at the end of the runway. Let's see. This might be. Let's see. This might be the place. This is the entrance to the underground bunker. This right here. This is the underground bunker. I need to pack up some bunker busters next time.
So it turns out that this is the exact wrong way to enter here. We should have went with your first idea because the wind is exactly the opposite direction that Little Nav Map and the EFB said it was.
It does not matter. We're still alive. Okay.
Oh, there's a highway here with cars on it.
Yeah. This is unrealistic, or on the other hand, if they're trafficking drugs, I mean they need to ferry it to the airfield, so the cars might be going to the underground bunker. Nuts of lice, nuts of, what the heck is nuts of lice? What? The next destination will be Sierra Charlie Lima Echo. Sierra. Oh no, I need to delete the flight plan here. Sierra. For those guys who are not flying along all the time, we're making this up as we go. In this particular flight, usually we're trying to follow the flight plan, but I thought it was pretty boring to follow the coastline. Today we're doing some freestyle routing. La Escondida Airport. That looks good. Sounds nice.
Sounds like a big snake.
Yeah, not even one of the poisonous ones, but one of those like anaconda, the one that's going to choke you.
Can I get that iCow again for the next destination?
That is Sierra Charlie Lima Echo.
La Escondida.
Mm-hmm. Sounds promising.
I got the wrong one. Sierra Charlie Echo?
Sierra Charlie Lima Echo.
Oh yeah, okay.
Actually sounds like the headquarter of a drug barren. La Escondida. Escobar.
It's the wife of Escobar, Escondido Escobar. Escondida Escobar, sorry.
Mm-hmm. I don't. If they're watching the stream, you know what's coming at you. This guy, isn't he?
I think
Wasn't he put into jail lately, or did he escape again? Or is he dead? I don't remember. Something happened to this guy, but I don't really remember what his current status is. I'm going to try to fly below the cloud cover. Let's see. This is an interesting landscape here. There seems to be some kind of... Is that vegetation, or is that just let's call it a...
plant.
Come again?
I was just finishing your sentence. Let's call it a plant.
A plant? What? Why? No, I was thinking
Well,
about...
You're asking if it's vegetation.
Yeah, if this is all the stuff that looks as if it was green, which it isn't, if this is just a white balance issue from the satellite imagery, or is that something that this actually looks like it in real life? It's hard to determine. It doesn't really help, I guess, to look at big maps. Maybe Google Maps might show something different. Oh, there are mountains. Maybe I should climb a little.
12,500.
Mm-hmm. So what does little nav map say for this one? La Escondida. It says runway 28. I'm not really trusting little nav map right now, but we'll see.
No, me neither.
Look at this. This almost looks otherworldly here. There's an interesting mountain in the distance, but all these little, I'm not even sure what to call it. Of course, it's kind of a desert landscape, but all these little, Vinny, help me here. What would you call these little these are not streams, but there were streams at some point, probably. The little trenches here, something like that. It looks awesome. Doesn't look earthly, but it looks awesome.
I think all of it. This is volcanic in origin. What you see is the
Possibly.
rock
Yeah.
having flowed in the past.
That might be
Yeah.
true.
The valleys might have been formed by lava, yeah.
It does look great. Pretty high resolution, actually. So, Mr. A320 Simmer, aren't you some... your nick would your nick would give away that you're kind of an airline pilot most of the time. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have chosen that kind of nick. But I guess you do enjoy some bush flying from time to time.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you're on the you're on Discord. Hello there. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I snuck in and thought I'd join you guys.
That's awesome. Good idea.
Welcome.
welcome to the chaos, to the Microsoft haters. How do you do?
Not all of us.
Yes, you are. Please, at least do me the favor and pretend that you hate Microsoft. How do you do?
I do well.
That's awesome.
And you guys?
I'm having fun right now, obviously.
So, where are you from?
I'm actually from the States, from Dayton, Ohio.
Another state for us to collect. We've
The
got
birthplace of aviation, you know.
Right.
Ohio?
The Wright brothers were born in Dayton, Ohio. That's where their bicycle shop was.
They were born in Ohio. Okay. I didn't know that. But they did.
Yeah, well,
They did. Go ahead.
I'm from one of the two states. Well, I'm from one of two states that are always confused with your state. So guess which one state I am from?
Idaho.
Nope. One more chance. You should be able to get it if you're from Ohio.
Well, I know it's not the one up north.
No. It's the one that, well, maybe people, they always confuse us. They either think we have Buckeyes or potatoes.
Oh, it's
But we
not
don't.
California.
We have another very famous ag product that we're famous for. And it begins with a C.
Oh, it is California. Okay.
No, it's an ag
I'm just-
product.
I'm
I'm
just
giving
kidding.
I'm giving you enough little hints so that I'm not giving it away. It's an ag
Iowa?
product. Iowa. Yeah,
You guys have plenty of corn like we do.
right, and it's one of the few states where there is a higher population of pigs than people.
Oh, that's awesome. Pigs are going to take over. That might not be the worst case scenario, actually.
Yeah, most farm animals are one of the smarter ones.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to destroy the environment. They're going to eat it, but that's okay.
That's right. I thought, isn't Netherlands, there's a tax on raising cattle or something because of the gas?
Sorry,
I think they tax you if you're raising cattle because of the methane gas that it creates, contributing to global warming. Is that true?
well, not exactly tax, but there's all kinds of new regulations in place for to limit the effect of all those noxious gases on nature, and it's more or less causing the whole country to come to a standstill because they have the same regulations for building and for traffic and for aviation, and nothing is possible anymore.
Are they going to put? Are they going to punish you for actually farting? I mean, this is something that you could put a tax on as well.
I will.
If you
Just say my wife would be turning me in daily.
This dude. Oh, this runway, by the way, gentlemen, is sloped. So I would suggest to land on runway 10.
So what do you do in Dayton, Ohio?
I'm a supervisor at a aluminum and plastics distributor.
Okay, fun.
So you're not a pilot.
Unfortunately, no.
Me neither. But I would like to be. Sometimes, at least.
I'd like to be retired.
You are.
Oh yes, that's right. I am.
Very nice.
In case you forgot. I mean, you're not that old yet.
That's right, also.
Oh, this is not a runway we're supposed to land on. I'm going to do it anyway. But there are all kinds of crosses. They're all the numbers are crossed out.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh,
It's closed. Yes, it is.
La Escondida is closed.
Yep, that is
Not,
because
not for you.
I'm bouncing here. What is happening?
That's all the crosses that you're bouncing over. Oh man,
The
what is this?
crosses are the graves
are
of the
you-
ones that didn't make it.
Now this is the airfield that belonged to Escobar. So they have closed down the operations because he's in jail, or maybe he's dead. I'll need to look it up. I really want to know. There are some buildings at the end of the runway. There are helicopters. What are the helos doing? There's
Don't
a
look
whole
back at that,
bunch
that
of
is closed.
planes. I thought this thing was closed.
Got a 337 sitting there.
No. You're kidding. I don't have.
Not yet.
Okay.
I just saw it in your stream.
Oh, I thought it was 737?
No,
337.
337. Okay. No. There are all kinds of planes there. And this is a scrapyard. No, there are tires. What the heck? They're hiding the cocaine in the tires. That's the most ridiculous, the most ridiculous conspiracy theory we've ever developed. This seems to be some kind of mining operation, right? Okay, let's take a look. What might be the next place we want to go to? Oh, there's a crater on the left-hand side. I want to take a look at it. Yeah, that seems to be some kind of mine. It's quite big. It's Cerro Colorado. That's what it's called. What does it look like to you? They're getting something out of the earth here, but I don't know what. Gotta look it up on Google. Unfortunately, we do not have, what's his name again? The AI guy? Murphy.
Two-tone Murph.
Right. I don't have him.
This is...
It's a mine, obviously, but... And a big one at that. Does anybody have an urge to land down there? I do, but I'm not going to do it today. This is going to take forever to dig me out of this grave. The next waypoint...
You should try flying helicopter.
No, I don't like
I can recommend
helicopters.
it.
Yeah, but I don't like them. The next waypoint will be SA14, so it's going to be a couple of miles away. Sierra Alpha 14. Nah. Late. Sierra, what did I say? Sierra Alpha 14. Is that, what kind of country is that? Is that Argentina already? We might be... No, we're not down south so far enough, I think. No, the Argentina airfields seem to have the Argentinian. Is that what it's called? Argentinian. Airfields seem to have... No, that might be Argentina. Outfretter. You're a pilot, or an ex-pilot at least. You should know. If there is a Sierra Alpha, what is that? Is that Argentina?
It could be. Never been there.
Okay. So what kind of what were your regular routes that you were flying most of the time? Still in Europe or transcontinental to some places?
Well, it varied a lot during the last 30 years.
Yeah. Or let me
last-
rephrase the question. What was your favorite route? It doesn't matter whether you were the pilot flying or the I don't know, the first officer, whatever. But your favorite route, what was it?
Flying home.
Oh, come
Back to
on,
Amsterdam.
please. Okay.
Man, that's a difficult question.
Yeah, you know, there's
I-
got to be some kind of country that you like to fly to. There, I mean, as a pilot, you probably have seen all kinds of countries, right? And in some countries, you had the opportunity to spend a little time there and see the sights and have done probably some, I don't know, exploration. And so there might have been countries where you just had a stopover and slept in a hotel and went away the next day. But you know what I mean? There's obviously sometimes you develop some kind of affection for a place.
Okay, yeah, there are several. I did fly a lot to Africa the last years I flew.
Okay.
And that is not always nice, but in a way, it is nice because it's so different from what you're used to.
Okay.
I did like to go to Suriname because they speak Dutch there,
Okay.
and because
Yeah.
it's very laid back. Brazil, I liked.
Okay.
There's so many places I liked.
I guess so.
What was your favorite airports to fly into?
Amsterdam.
As a pilot.
I wondered if Amsterdam was going to hit this list somewhere.
The nicest airport to fly to. Oh, let me think.
Well, I mean, you could put up all kinds of criteria for this. The one that is the nicest to look at, or the easiest one to land on, or the one that has the nicest controllers, or the nicest. I mean, obviously, sometimes you're meeting people, or you're going to have conversations with controllers that are funny. Maybe there might be some kind of stories hidden behind your career.
Yeah, I think I did fly a lot to Rome, and I did fly a lot to Milan. And they're difficult airports in that they're Italian. And I've been there so many times that well, you know, Italian English is
You're second.
is comic.
Yes, it is. I guess.
And for some people, it's very hard to understand. So I flew with a co-pilot who was rather new over there and didn't have the experience. And I had no problem understanding the controller, but he just couldn't understand what the controller was saying.
Okay.
And every time he had to ask to say the instructions again, and it was really funny.
I see. Yeah, there are some countries from all the things, from all the videos and all the stories that I've seen. There are some countries where where the controllers and the pilots are actually speaking the local language, which might make it a little bit difficult for the rest of the air traffic to follow along. I mean, obviously, some pilots develop the ability to, or they learn some other languages along the way. Maybe that might make things easier. But I think somewhere down in which country was it? I was watching a couple of videos, and the controllers, maybe I think it was in Mexico. These guys were talking Mexican or Spanish all the time, and if you weren't able to understand Mexican, then you would, for example, not understand what the other pilots were doing, and it was difficult for some of these guys for some of the non-Spanish speaking folk to have a proper situational awareness. So that is might be a challenge.
Well, you pick that up along the way because aviation English is, or aviation Spanish or aviation Italian is more or less the same every time you hear it.
Okay,
So that's not too difficult to pick up.
I see. Okay.
So there was an advertisement for Berlitz, I think it was. It's teaching languages, and I remember it was the advertisement was they were on a ship or something. They said, "Mayday, Mayday, we are sinking, we are sinking," and then it was. They said, I think it was German. I don't remember where the operator was from, but he goes, "What are you thinking about?"
Yeah. I think you're right. It's Berlitz.
I'm not getting it yet. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. And what do you think? You think he
We
was
are thinking, we are
misunderstanding?
We are sinking,
We're
as in
sinking.
the ship's
Oh, I
going
get it.
down.
Okay, I get it. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
He's just playing the.
That must have been a German guy. Absolutely.
Do you not use T's that much, or
No,
THs?
the TA for some people in Germany. There's probably a couple of other countries, but for some people it's difficult to use the th. I mean, I could I could. No, it's actually difficult. It's actually difficult to simulate my own language. It is actually difficult to simulate my own language because otherwise, usually, I try to speak the th properly, but in this particular case, I actually can simulate the accent of my own language. Now you know what I mean. So there's some German people just cannot spell out the th properly. It's funny to listen to. And
I can't roll an R, and and like in Norwegian where they do rolling of R's and things.
right.
Well, we had a big exchange student stay with us, and being on a farm, and he came from a small farm in Norway, and he couldn't do V's, and he came over, and my dad was, when the first day we got him, he goes, what do you grow in Norway? And he kept saying vegetables.
What do you say?
Vegetables. And we couldn't
Vegetables.
figure out, we couldn't figure out what vegetables was. We kept going, vegetables? What do you mean by vegetables? And then finally figured out it was vegetables.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, but you eventually were able to figure it out, so it's not, it's okay. But yeah, if you're not a native speaker, then either you get lots of practice due to circumstances like I did, or you just, you're struggling. It's difficult.
Did you at university have foreign teachers where you just couldn't understand them?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had I had a Finnish professor. He wasn't able to speak German properly, but he wasn't able to speak English properly neither. So it was he spoke English. It was computer science, and this guy, I mean, he was a genius. That guy was literally the quickest programmer I've ever seen. You could throw all kinds of question at him, and it was he was a genius at math, and he was a genius at programming, and he was really good. But he wasn't able to transport his knowledge because he wasn't able to speak English. But he was able, but his pronunciation was difficult to understand because the Finnish guys, they have a totally different system. I don't know. My wife wanted to learn the language Finnish, the Finnish language, and it's weird in many ways. It's also very logical, but it's weird. But the pronunciation, I cannot even properly pronounce some of the words. And this guy he did have difficulties trying to make himself understood. So yeah, we did have some weird, the occasional.
I have some trouble.
Hmm?
I have some trouble getting over the hills.
What kind of plane are you flying?
The Cessna
Oh, the 404, right?
414, yeah.
Oh, 414. What's the service ceiling?
That should be 13,000, but no, 30,000.
30,000. No, that should be enough.
That is enough, but I'm stuck at 1.5.
1.5, okay. Did you, is that a piston
Yeah.
mixture? I mean, no, I shouldn't be asking this kind of question. You're the pilot, not me. But sometimes I forget to turn off the computer and ask myself why it's not working. So, and I am supposed to be a professional.
I will be getting there in the end, but don't wait up for me.
I'm not waiting. You're able to use the keyboard and teleport yourself everywhere.
What?
You are able to use the keyboard and teleport yourself to any place on the planet.
Think you should be in dev mode for that?
Yeah, teleport. And I'm talking about what's it called? The slew mode? Not teleport.
Yeah, slew mode
Not
is
teleportation. There's probably some kind of teleporting system as well. I never used it, but the slew mode. I'm talking about the slew mode.
Guys, we're simulating aviation. Why do you want to use slew mode?
Dude, because I don't want to wait for you.
You're not waiting for me. You said so yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But so you go ahead and use the slew mode. Come on, I'm gonna turn around and pick you up. I'm gonna throw a rope and pull you up. Where are you? Can I still see you somewhere below? Maybe
Behind you. Below.
below and behind. Okay, it doesn't
Yeah.
look too bad.
Oh, I'm pointing at my screen, but you can't see that.
Vinny, you're far behind. What's happening?
I'm in a caravan.
That thing is even faster than I am. Well, there's Marshall. There's Kay Willits. Air A20. Do you mind me asking for your first name or some kind of nickname?
It's Kyle.
Kyle. Okay. Right. Thanks you. Thanks you. It's not my language.
No problem. You always
Thanks
works
you.
too.
My name is Matt, by the way, if you haven't had the opportunity.
It's a pleasure.
Same. So you're behind, but you're not struggling, right? With your plane. What kind of
I'm
plane?
full out. I've got a caravan.
Okay. Oh, 2 caravans. Awesome. And Marshall is with us as well. Outfretter. You're showing up
Still
as
struggling.
as a PC-12. Come again?
Still struggling.
You'll be able to make it eventually. What is the NG? What does the NGX mean? Is that the enhanced version of the PC-12? Does anybody know? I mean, you're obviously not in a PC-12, but the label says your what's it called? Your call sign, your name tag has a PC-12. The VIP version. You're transporting Escobar. I'm missing our Jamaican friend. He's been flying with us. He was the helo guy. He liked to fly helicopters, but for some reason, he isn't showing up anymore. I wasn't mean to him, if I remember correctly. Maybe Outfretter. Maybe it was you.
Jamaica got horribly hit by a hurricane, so hopefully he's okay.
Oh, right. I forgot. Oh, shit, yeah.
He may not even have electricity.
Oh, yes.
We may
That
not
is
even have
true.
a house.
Yeah,
True that.
that is actually a possibility. Does anybody know how bad? I mean, obviously we've got the news, but I didn't watch too much of it. But they got hit pretty hard, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
they did. A lot
When
of
they
houses got
hit,
blown down.
yeah, there was 185 mile an hour winds. And then when the eye made landfall, it had dropped 165. So I don't know beyond that where it got to.
A couple dozen people died.
That's tragic, but if it was only a couple of dozen people, that's a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was in the 20s, I think.
Yeah, that was a Category 5, wasn't it, when it hit?
Yep.
Yeah.
When it made landfall, it was a 5.
Hello there, Aaron. In case you're still listening. You convinced the Maduro pilot. Can you explain what do you mean by that? I'm sorry. Is that a drug baron? We're talking about drug barons all the time.
Maduro is the president of Venezuela, I thought.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm such an infidel. We finally
I could be wrong.
You finally convinced the Maduro pilot. We tried to bribe the Venezuelan president's pilot. Okay. To do what exact? Oh, I don't want to know. You try to bribe the pilot to throw him out of the airlock or something? To kidnap. Okay.
So what we're saying is forced coup.
Come again?
Yeah, a forced coup.
A forced coup.
The US
I get
did.
it. Yeah, absolutely. I get it. We're going to put him on trial. The U.S. did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A forced coup. Holy hell. But we got him. I'm completely out of knowledge here. I have no idea what you're talking about. Obviously, this is on the other half of the planet. I really I have no idea what was going on down there. But you could explain, of course. Might make sense. I promised people that this channel would have an educational component to it, as small as it might be. We're approaching the interesting little Antofagasta de la Sierra Airport, SA-18. There's a little town beside this little airfield. It is pretty long, actually. Well, it might be because of the altitude, right? Because if the people need the airplanes need some space to take off. What might be a good runway? Runway 04. That's what it says. I'm not trusting it. We're going to do a little full stop landing here. Take 2 or 3 minutes of a break if you guys are okay with that. And then carry on.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
There, I only know the German title for this film, but I do know it.
Airplane.
Yeah, in German, it's. I think the title was.
Flugzeug.
No. It was called ich glaube, the Reise in einem verrückten Flugzeug. That's something like that. It was in German. The traveling in an exceptionally crazy plane, something like that.
In the meantime, I've landed on some high altitude meadow because this aircraft can't climb any further. So I'm going to change aircraft and then continue the flight.
Okay. You could at least have made it. There's a salt lake to the left hand, on the left hand side there. At least I believe that this might be a salt lake, right? So,
I love it.
I'm next to the lake.
Okay.
I like that. A guy that won't use SLU but changes his airplane mid-flight. That's awesome.
No, not mid-flight. I landed.
It did land. Awesome.
The question is,
Happened to purchase a new airplane, right?
how did you manage to get a new airplane to this place so quickly? There's some kind of cheating involved here.
Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, that might be. I get it. Amazon.
Pablo discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, pick one that is. How about an F-18? 04.
I think I can't land that.
Why?
Not in the places you want us to go to.
6,000 feet? Come on. This thing can land on a carrier.
That's not landing.
With
that's
ropes,
crushing
of course, but still.
Where is my TBM?
So let me get this straight. You ordered from Amazon a TBM 930 and they delivered it to you in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you
I'm
believe
buying
me?
it. I do.
They also have planes, as far as I know. Amazon has their own
They have
planes,
everything.
and they could possibly parachute the stuff down here in the desert. I mean, if the parachute is big enough, why not drop a TBM?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. I am supposed to lose some altitude here, am I not? No, the top of descent is still a couple of miles away. So the airfield, the air strip is at about 10,000 feet or something, 11,000. Yep. At an altitude of 3 kilometers. Not bad, but we've had airports that were way higher than that, I think, on the tour already. The highest one might have been some 18,000. I don't remember. There were some pretty high ones. Yeah, that was it. I think that was, let me take a look. I still have the track. The highest one that we landed at so far was Orcopampa, I think. That was at an altitude of 15,000 feet. Orcopampa. That was a nice flight. I remember it well. Or maybe not, but still, it was a nice flight. Where are we? Oh, there we are. We're flying over a volcano, which is called, it's 6,400 meters high. Volcan Antofalla. Antofalla. So it's 18,000 something or 19,000 feet. That's the reason why they want us so high in little nav map. Oh, it's nice. Look at that. But there's not a whole lot of glacier left here. I wonder if there was was more in the past, because the glaciers are shrinking all over the planet, and this is so high. I would have expected to be a little bit more outer than it actually is. Or maybe that as this is all cocaine and they've actually tried to this, get out of here.
Okay, I'm back in the air.
That is nice.
Now I have to catch up with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Kloppo.
I'm kind of amazed that
Go ahead.
that the caravan is struggling through this.
It is?
A little bit. I'm having difficulty keeping speed up, and climbing is doing okay, but it seems like it's just getting tossed around by this wind, though.
It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
Altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
What was that?
Well played. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm. Same movie.
Same movie. Okay. Yeah.
We're flying on instruments.
I don't have that one.
The other, during one of the, I don't know which flight it was, the last one or the one before that, we were racing towards space, basically. The Outfretter and I, we were trying to to get as high as possible. And I actually made 38,000 feet in the Kodiak.
Without a pressure cabin.
Without a pressure cabin, so I'm glad it was just I was only a virtual pilot, but the plane was able to do it, at least in the sim. It was fun. It was struggling in the end, but it did go to 38. Skiing might be nice here. But I guess it's a little bit too remote for the average tourist. Oh, this is an interesting... Oh, there's somebody here joining us. Hello there. This piece of... I don't know what this is. This is some kind of opening? Or... I don't know. This looks like it belongs... like a meteor crater, but only half of it. Weird piece of landscape here. Ace driver, talk to us. Hello.
I know him from the Sunday.
Yep.
Cessna Sunday.
He's been flying with us before.
Ah.
I think. At least I know you from the bush divers, I think. I'm not sure. I'm such a... Kirk 1958. Hello there.
Hello, first time here.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome.
I guess the 1958 might be your year of birth?
That would be correct.
Okay. Nice
Another
to meet
man.
you.
You're not alone in that.
Yeah, I recognize that voice. Control freak. How's it going?
How you doing?
Good,
Doing
good.
good here.
Just found this off of, I guess, Flight Simulator's website.
Calendar?
Yeah.
Cool.
So which airport are you out of or heading to?
Currently, we're heading towards the airport code Sierra Alpha 14, and we're going to make a short break there. So you take your time, set yourself up, and then you can just fly along.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome of you to join us. Actually, the more the merrier.
So what part of the world is SA-14?
That depends. I guess it's Argentina, right? I haven't had the opportunity to look it up yet. We're doing a. How did you find it? Was it the forums?
Yeah, you said you saw it on the calendar.
Oh, on the calendar. Okay. So you did you read about what this tour does, or what we're doing on this tour?
Yeah, all the way from the Great White North to the Great White South.
Exactly. Okay, so you got the picture. Yeah.
Following the flight plan, if you downloaded it, he modified it today. So just for kicks and grins, going over to Argentina instead of staying along the Chile coast.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice on the coast, but we're going to have a lot of coast on the coming legs. So I thought, because this huge, this great mountainous area here is going to end at some point, and we're going to just take in all the sights we can get. So this looks awesome, most of it.
Are you still Are you still planning to use your plan generator to do Thursday flights?
Absolutely. I'm preparing. Actually,
Cool.
I'm already preparing a forum post for this and blog website announcement. All that blah blah. It's not much, but we're gonna do the random flights, and we're gonna do them
that should be interesting.
regularly, at least for a while.
Sounds like fun.
It might be. I don't really know. We haven't tried that before. The thing is, there's the concept of random flight generators. There are a couple of around in the world, and for flight sims actually. I built one for my website, and I'm using the little navmap database, so the airport actually exists in the sim. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make much sense. And then we're gonna. I don't know. We're going to pick a couple of legs, do a couple of stopovers during a 2-hour flight, and it's going to happen somewhere on the planet. Totally random, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know yet.
We'll see.
We will see. What might be the only thing that I did not make up yet is a title for this little tour: Random Air Adventures. It's a little silly.
Random titles.
Random outfretters.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
This is some interesting terrain out here.
Oh, yes. It is. It's pretty cold.
Are you guys already over the airport?
I'm just about to start my descent.
I am descending, and I'm about 15 miles away. We'll catch up at the airfield. I need to go some hidden place, some dark place to do my business, and then come back.
TMI.
It looks like they're crater. Yeah, it might be volcanic origin, right? There are so many craters here, but small ones. This couldn't possibly be meteorites, all of it, or some kind of impact craters. I mean, we're living in a cosmic shooting gallery, but not like this. So that Captain KDP 123, is that you, Kirk?
Yeah, that is me. Yes.
Okay, excellent. Did we already harass you about your origin? Where are you from? I might have forgotten because I'm forgetting things all the time.
I'm in Texas.
You're from Texas. Yeah, I should have guessed from the accent.
What city?
Near Austin.
Okay. What did you retire from?
Do a little consulting, but retired from contracting, transit agencies. Before that, all kinds of public procurement.
Okay,
It's like
so
you were very busy.
go ahead.
Yeah. It was mind racking, but I said enough is enough. I want to travel a little. I want to enjoy life for a while.
That is a good idea. Absolutely. So the only actual pilot, I might be wrong here, but I think that the only actual pilot that we have in our little group here is Outfitter. Right?
Not a pilot.
I got
Not
a private
anymore,
license.
but come again, Kirk?
I got a private license, but I can't afford it, and I don't want to fly anymore. I mean, I'd like to once in a while, but it's too damn expensive.
I get it. If you're not doing it commercially, professionally, then it is expensive.
If you think it's expensive in the USA, then try the prices here in Europe.
That is true.
Nine miles to lose 7,000 feet? Yeah, easy.
The TBM does it have speed brakes, actually?
As all spoilers, no speed brakes.
Spoilers, okay.
I was looking at those DOF reality motion simulators, with to couple with the VR.
Oh,
And it was kind of funny because they had frequently asked questions, and it said, "How do I talk my partner into it?" And it started giving the prices of what it would cost to fly to get a pilot's license and fly a real airplane, and said, "Just show them this. That should convince them." And say, this is a lot less expensive.
That is a good point. I should try that on my wife. She's probably going to say no, but still, I can try. How much does the Sarah from the Bush Divers, I think she's got one of those, right?
Right. Yeah, and then there's another guy I was asking quite a bit about it, because I'm seriously considering it, but...
Oh, buddy, you've got way too much money.
Well, I have grandkids, so sport. I'm at 1957, so I'm a year older than Kurt, so I gotta live it up.
Absolutely. No, you go ahead and do your worst. I
gotta spend that Microsoft money that you hate so much.
Yeah, spend it on anything but Microsoft. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. No, I don't have that much Microsoft. It was a good investment about 20 years ago, which I haven't sold yet. So
there's quite a bit of crosswind here, by the way.
Yeah, 34 knots.
Yeah, it's not. It's quite a bit of a challenge. Not that bad, but still.
You guys have live weather?
I do.
You have 1 knot crosswind, man. Come on, you can do that. 1 knot cross.
Me?
You got?
I've got 20. I had like 30. Now it's 30 knots of crosswind. There's lots of crosswind.
Not on the ground.
Look, would you take a look at the windsock here? If that is not crosswind, then I don't know. Look at this. This thing is erect.
It's glad to see you.
That's what she said.
It's happy to see him.
Absolutely. They could have spent a little money on taxi ways here. I mean, this is I don't want to
Do you
block.
think there?
Huh?
Do you
Looks
think
like
there are
Mars.
taxiways in real life?
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, the drug money is they should have lots of it. These guys around here. Oh, he's
That went poorly.
The marshal is waving me in a spot that is not necessarily a parking space, but there he's or her, she's trying her best. So I'm gonna put in the parking brake. I'll be back in like 2 to 3 minutes, right?
Copy that. I think I'm going to take this time to change to a TBM 930.
So I don't see Alpha 14 on the flight plan. Is that one of the diversions?
Yep, that's what it is. He came up with it on the fly.
So what's the next one?
It'll probably be the next one on the route. I'm on final, but I'll tell you in a minute.
You're on final as well?
Why, are you on final too?
Yep.
Ruh-roh.
Looks like
38.
customs came to meet Matt.
38 knot crosswind.
Let's say I got my hands full.
I was coming in and my Xbox controller thing fell off my lap and put me into slew mode. Then when I put it back, my VR was completely off. So I had to quickly find the place to get it centered right and barely got it down.
Yikes.
Hello, good afternoon. Anybody hearing me? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, you were a little garbled before. Now you can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're working
I
now.
found a site. Sorry, I found a flight plan, but I don't know where you guys are or
We're
the
actually not
server
at,
or anything.
yeah, we're at Southeast Asia for the server. And we're not at an airport that's on the route. We're at SA14, Sierra Alpha 14.
Repeat where you are again.
Sierra Alpha 14.
Alrighty, I am back.
So what's the next airport?
Let me take a look. The next one would be actually, the next one would be the one that we had on the plan anyway. So
Yes, it's Sierra Charlie Tango Tango.
Exactly.
Unless he decides to make another stop, but that's the destination. We're
No.
at Sierra Alpha 14, and we should be going this Sierra Charlie Tango Tango. We'll see if he changes that.
I am not changing that. That is going to be the final
He's back.
destination for today. Right. Yep. You're right. Las Breas. Let's put that into the vermin system. So we're going to go back to Chile for the time being.
What was the destination again?
Sierra Charlie. Go ahead.
Sierra Charlie Tango Tango.
Copy that. Thank you.
Las Breas. Right. And what altitude might be a good idea here? I would say still it might make sense to fly at about 18,000.
17,000.
Yeah, something
17,
like
18, yeah, somewhere in there.
I'm going to go to 17. Right, nav is active. Lights are there. We're going to leave pitot heat. It's actually pretty warm down here. Despite the fact that we're at 12,000 feet, it's 17 degrees Celsius. Not bad.
17?
Well, that's what my Garmin says.
What my electronic flight bag says is 32 degrees.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's see.
I'd rather trust the software that is not from Microsoft, and that is my Kodiak. But it might be. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
There must be some place that I can see that.
Yeah. In that case, I would actually
here.
trust little nav map to have the correct information.
What did you have?
What do you mean? Where I'm looking at? I'm looking at my Garmin system.
No, okay, I think you're right. 17 degrees Celsius. Or 62 for the rest.
The Fahrenheits. Is everybody there and ready to go?
Yep.
Ready.
Ready.
Awesome. But what's with Ace Driver? He didn't say anything. Is he with us?
Yeah, he chimed in while you were away.
Sure he did while I was away. So, how is he doing? Did he say anything?
Yeah, he just wanted the information.
Okay. I get it. Okay. Let's lower the flaps, put in some proper trim here. All right, away we go. Lately, I've had the problem that the autumn. I'm a bit lazy. Oh, dude, the crosswind. That is quite significant. Holy hell.
Oh my God. What are you doing?
I was trying to take off, and then the plane decided to, ground itself again. What did I want to say? You just make me forget what I was trying to say. Lately I've had the problem. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but the automatic altimeter setting doesn't work anymore. It's always giving me the same value of 948. It shouldn't be doing this. Is that a bug that you have experienced as well, maybe?
It's a feature.
No. No. It's not.
No, not really.
Automated altimeter setting, what's that?
There is if you're a lazy person like I am and you don't want to fumble around with the bug in the Garmin system here, then you have the opportunity to map a key onto a setting inside the sim, which automatically sets the altimeter to the value to the value that corresponds to the to the circumstances in the sim, to the weather. But for some reason this doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. It's probably intentional to annoy people. At least I can see you people on radar. But that's probably not something that's not an achievement by Microsoft. No. Oh, dude, 35 knots of headwind and 20 knots of crosswind. There's a whole lot going on in the air. Do these people have an area QNH or something like that? I'm going to have to set it manually. 1010. According to Little Nav Map.
I am surprised to see that the EFB gives a crosswind of, a headwind of 9 knots, and we all had about 35 knots cross.
Currently, I have 33 knots of headwind directly in my face. I
mean at the airport, on the ground.
The EFB is the single source of truth. Absolutely. The single source of falsehood and I don't even know what to say. Well, I could actually take a look at what it says currently here. No, that's not where I am. This one here.
No.
More info. What does it say? I'm never ever using the EFB really. It's yeah, that's what it says. 9 knots from 30 degrees. That's
why is it lying?
That is bullshit. Plain and simple. But the QNH value is correct. And it's got a few clouds. That's a little exaggerated. A few clouds, but you know, I didn't see any. But and temperature 33 degrees. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's probably a little bit outdated. It's older data.
If you look at the line above, showing nearest available METAR, SCFA. I have no idea where SCFA is.
Well, let's take a look. That's easy to find.
SCFA is in some bar in a small village.
That's a small village, but at a place that has an entirely different altitude and...
Must be on the coast somewhere.
No. It is to the east of us, and it's at an altitude of
Oh, my
let's
aircraft's
see,
trying to kill me again.
4,000 feet. So it's about 10,000 feet lower, and there it might make sense that these guys have 30 degrees Celsius. But nah, dude, this is not right. I don't like the EFB. And it doesn't properly work with my little Kodiak here. There's Ace Driver down there. Look at that. He's in a helicopter. Am I seeing this right? Nah. But that would be a real... No, it's a Corvallis. Isn't that our Tingu? No. But our Tingu's driving a Corvallis all the time, isn't he? What's the real name of Ace Driver? Help me here. I don't have a good memory. Vinny, please.
I thought he was Ace Driver in the sim too.
Yeah, that's my name, Ace Driver.
Thought so.
Okay. Hello there, by the way.
I'm flying a car pilot, yeah.
You're difficult to understand a little bit because the mic is... maybe you're eating it currently. I don't know. It's difficult. But it's nice of you to join us. You're all so much faster than I am. Why is that? I can't go much.
Corvallis.
Huh?
He's in a Corvallis.
No, all of you. You're all faster than I am. But
okay, raise your flaps down.
That might be a good hint. No, I did raise them. I could go higher with the RPM, but, you know.
Hearing me better now?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
A lot. Awesome.
Looked like it was my Bluetooth. I was using a Bluetooth earphone, so.
I see.
Why are you so slow?
That is a good question. I have no idea, but if I try to push it any further, then my ITT value will be at in the yellow, and I don't.
It'll turn red, and things will start beeping, and
Mm-hmm.
the rest is not really good.
No.
I had to restart. I'm taking off right now.
That's good, because you're going to be faster than I am. You're going to catch up. I don't know what's wrong with this little plane here. But I do have now I know why. I have like 40 knots of headwind, and you guys probably don't.
Unless I got 43.
How much?
I had 43. It dropped to 35.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 35. That's 35 out of 296 degrees, 297. It's basically a headwind, 35, 36 knots.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing 140 ground speed. That's not too quick. But it means that I can do a nice screenshot. I've got everybody in front of me. That's awesome. You're a little too far away for my taste, but still. Green shot.
Raise your gear then.
Oh, come on.
Pedal faster.
I would love to just drop the gear. There was a German plane. It was some kind of rocket plane at the end of the Second World War. I'm not sure what it was called. The Messerschmitt 162? Was it that one?
63.
63? That was able to
That's
drop the
Kraft I.
gear. It took off, it burned out the rocket engine, then landed on some kind of different undercarriage. It was...
the keel?
Yeah, the keel, basically. It was a little bit of a weird invention.
Fellas, I'm going to have to bail out here and go take care of something with my son. I appreciate the flight. We've had a great time today, and I'll join you guys next time. Bye.
Awesome.
Okay.
Take care.
Catch you next time.
Have a good time.
He was in a hurry.
Yeah.
Sounded like something came up.
That happens. Outfretter. I don't know. I just like to say the name. It sounds like... let me think. What does it sound like? Outfretter. 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 No, actually, teach me to pronounce it correctly. Outfretter. Outfretter?
It is... well, it's over the weeks, it's quite good, actually. But the U and the I are not two sounds. It's one sound. And I'm trying to think of an example in other languages, but the first syllable is au.
Au.
Ui.
Au.
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 Au. Yeah, it's not ow and it's not oi, but it's somewhere in the between. Au.
Mm-hmm.
Outfretter.
That's right. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Outfretter. Okay.
Or just Jacob, whatever.
Yeah, but Outfretter sounds so much more flight simming like...
exotic.
Exotic, exactly. That used to be, that might have been a lake at some point, right? It seems to be dried out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that it's a pretty dry area, really. But it's high up in the air. It's highlands. This is still Argentina, right? We didn't cross the border yet. I think no, we didn't, but we're going to cross it pretty soon. Looking at a little nav map, this was a lake once. And there are probably lots of little guinea pigs to eat. They might hide here in this lake bed, and there's a guinea pig farm somewhere. Actually, I had them as pets. My children had a cage full of guinea pigs. They magically reproduced, and but I didn't dare to eat them. I would have liked to try.
Down here,
they're
the
different.
guinea pigs down here are not quite the same as you gave your children in the cage.
I guess so. Yeah, but they're eating. They seem to be part of the food, of the regular food, right?
Uh-huh.
In Argentina. Why not? They're probably tasty if you do it
They
right.
actually eat guinea pigs in Argentina.
Come again?
They eat guinea pigs in Argentina?
They do. And then Bolivia, around this entire area here. I'm not sure in which countries exactly, but I know that they do in Argentina and probably
In
Bolivia.
in the Andes,
In
Andes,
the ends, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and they're not the kind that you have in a cage in your home. They're a bit bigger.
Mm. And meatier.
Meteor, yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't have. I would have. I mean, obviously, we're not used to certain kinds of foods that are being eaten all over the planet. But I would. I think that I would have less of a problem trying to trying to do some trying to eat a guinea pig, the kind of that they're having here, than say a cat. I think that would be a little bit more awkward to eat cats and dogs than a guinea pig. My children, of course, would disagree, but I'd rather
They
eat
eat cats, your children?
No, not really. They would consider it to be a, the same bad idea to eat guinea pigs.
They're vegetarians.
No, they're not. They're eating cows and chicken and all that kind of stuff. But they're, the domesticated animals that we have around these parts. But I think after we didn't have a cow in the garden so far. Maybe if I bought a cow and put it into the backyard, then they would stop eating cows. Maybe.
So, have you heard of wasn't it a group called PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay, so I'm in an agricultural state, and they have more pigs than people and cattle and all this kind of thing. So they have a big state fair where they show off all the animals and everything.
Yep.
And they have these PETA T-shirts, and they recoined PETA to mean people eating tasty animals.
All right.
That's a good one. I want one of those. Are they for sale somewhere?
Probably, you can probably do a Google search on it and find it somewhere. Maybe Amazon will send it to you. If they can send planes in the middle of the desert, they'll be able to get you that PETA shirt.
Oh, I'm gonna order
The
it.
trouble is that no one over here knows what PETA is.
That's true. Or not enough people that it actually is funny.
Mhm.
But that might be actually good because then they're not gonna beat you, silly. It's an insider joke.
Well, that's
Nerdy
interesting.
joke.
But you guys knew about it. How did you know about it? You said not many people know about it.
Because I'm interested in what happens in the States, I guess, to a certain degree. So I don't know. I just happen to know it.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember watching David Letterman, and they would go around asking people, like voting citizens, who's the president of the United States, and they wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah. Well, but
then somebody said that, I don't know, somebody told me that only 40% of the population in the United States knows that Canada is the country north of us.
You don't have to feel bad. It's the same in Germany. There are a lot of, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are not very well educated, and you can ask them all kinds of questions about things that are going on in the world, even in their own country, and they don't really know about it. So this is one of the major problems that we have, a lack of education.
Bet you if you ask them who's the goalie of the national
absolutely
football, they'd know that.
They did, absolutely. This is the most interesting things are sports and what's going on in in the British Royal Society and all that kind of stuff. Actually, the other day I read that they stripped that the King Charles stripped Andrew of his titles and I don't know what else comes with all those titles, but he's supposed to move away from his old home in the castle or something. This is a slap in the face, a proper one.
Now, was that because of his connection with Epstein? Is that the
I
deal
think
on
so.
that? Is that-
Yes, yeah, and I mean he got a nice mansion. He got a free mansion that they gave him.
Yeah, and now he's gonna have to live off of a couple of $100,000 that King Charles gives him, and he's. But it's quite a downfall from His Royal Majesty to being a commoner.
If you take a step back
Mhm.
and look at the British,
I'm taking it that because I'm not paying attention.
Oh, no.
I think Ace Driver is not talking to us.
okay,
That's
with the Andrew thing, I think that the British royal family is cutting their losses and making sure that he doesn't do any more damage than
yeah.
he has already done.
That is right.
And the man has money enough, and he has a place to live, and
I guess so.
it's. And now we are all thinking, well, look at the British monarchy and how they take things in their own hands and how good they are, but it's only self-interest, I think.
Absolutely. But it's still funny to watch this thing unfold. I mean, monarchy needs to be abolished. That's my opinion. But I mean, it's
Wait. We have a monarchy. You don't.
I know it needs to be abolished in the
And
Netherlands as well.
You're jealous of it. You
You
Germans are jealous of
what's
us.
her name again? I don't remember. Queen Amidala, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. She needs to step down and give the money to the poor.
You switch on your television and look at your German programs, and they're all about the Dutch and the English monarchy. And
Yes, that is unfortunately. You're totally right about that. It's a mess of royal proportions. And we got all of this because of cable TV, which we adopted from the United States a couple of tens of years ago. So whatever happens in the United States is going to happen in Europe, especially in Germany as well. And you're to be blamed for all of this, you guys in the U.S. We do all the stupid stuff that you do, but with a delay.
I agree.
And the thing is the modern day reality TV shows, that is amazing. That was a gold mine that somebody somehow thought up. It's kind of like a modern day Roman in the arena type atmosphere that they do. Only you don't have it quite as bad. So you can have that seeing all that played out. People just love it, and I just don't understand why people have any interest in that at all.
It is. There's a. It's in German. It's called Brot und Spiele. It's basically bread and games, and this is what it's all about. Just keep people entertained and keep them naive and make sure that they don't follow the current events that are happening in politics under the table. So people are just point their attention at some things that don't really matter. That's what's happening. And that's really unfortunate, and most people are actually buying it. That's one of the biggest problems that we have in our time.
Your point being?
I love you. You're a good person.
With all the technology and computers and advanced stuff, we got this crap. I mean, 100 years ago, they didn't have any of this, and they probably were more intelligent just having books.
That's a good point. That's the point that I was trying to make. No, yeah,
Okay.
no, seriously, no. Yeah, that's right.
I was thinking today, the, 100 years ago, when they didn't have television, they didn't have internet, and no one had. There were no distractions in the evening.
Mhm.
Everyone was interested in science and investigated stuff, and the advancements were huge at that time. So it's all the fault of internet.
Yep.
Don't you agree?
What I find amazing is in the United States, back when I was a kid, there were three networks: ABC, CBS, NBC. And whichever channel you watched the news on, there was a different newscaster, but it was pretty much the same news. Nowadays, you can't even recognize the news on one channel versus another. It's completely different, all based on what your political disposition is.
Mhm.
Yep. Fox News versus I don't know what else you have there. That's
CBS.
That's left.
Oh, NBC, MSNBC is pretty left, and
Okay.
and CNN.
CNN is left.
Yeah, well, in the
Yeah,
states,
they're definitely left leaning.
Okay.
yeah, that they used to call that the Clinton News Network.
Yeah, if you want the straight poop on the U.S. news, just tune in BBC America.
That's actually a good point. And actually, when some of the wars were going on, I would turn into the German news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're good too.
Especially when the Ukraine war first started. That's where I pretty much just watched the English German news, because I wanted to actually know what was really going on rather than the political spin from our
Some
US
channel that's taken sides, right?
What I'm doing.
Hey guys,
Come again?
Go ahead.
I'm queuing. I'm logging out.
Okay.
Oh, copy.
But thank you so much for joining in.
All right. Until next time.
See ya.
Yeah, catch you next time. Take care.
Take care.
Cool. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye. What I did in the last couple of months increasingly was not reading German news and newspapers, but instead lean towards newspapers like The Guardian from UK, because there are not many newspapers left in Germany that I would consider neutral, or that I mean, it's probably even, it might, I have no idea because I'm not reading US newspapers currently, but it might be better than US, but it isn't really any good to nowadays. You also have the political, you have the left or right-leaning newspapers in Germany as well, and there are very little outlets left that are actually independent. Yeah, I'm also talking about financial independency, and that's really the most important thing to have, because otherwise you're always going to get some outside influence. And The Guardian is also a source. It does have stories about the royals, of course, because it's a UK newspaper. But when it comes to international news, or when it comes to basically when it comes to international news and an outside view, for example, if I want to have an outside view on what's happening in Germany, the UK guys, of course, are biased in some ways, but still, the quality of The Guardian, in my opinion, is pretty good. Still, they're holding their own. And
I wonder the news is more accurately reported on another country by a country that's not that you're not in.
I don't know,
So
but I tend to
I
believe that,
agree with
yes.
that. When you read a foreign newspaper, it's enlightening.
It is.
I kind of like Sky News, Australia of all places.
That is Australia. Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
for
that.
U.S. news, I mean, they have some good commentary, and good news.
yeah, it's kind of right leaning, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, there's an app that I got on my iPhone that I just really like. It's called Ground News. And basically what it does is it has all these different sources of news and newspapers from all over the world, and it tells what is right leaning and what is left leaning, and you can look at one and then look at the other, and then it tells you what is more kind of biased, and it gives you an indication of how factual it believes it is. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting about it is you can have blind spot, and it tells you, okay, this is what if you're reading primarily right leaning, this is news you might have missed, and it gives you a list of articles, and then it tells you what percentage of right leaning newspapers actually reported that news, and it may be like 0% or 4% or something like that, and does the same thing with left leaning, and it is really fascinating just to see what news is reported by who.
Wow, that's interesting. What's the name of it again?
It's called Ground News.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's not very expensive to get a full subscription for a year. And they tap into routers and different news AP, all these different sources, and then they kind of rank them based on whether they're left, right, or whatever. And it's kind of very interesting. I mean, it has Fox News more right leaning, and CNN and MSNBC is left leaning, and then they'll have the news from India. I mean, news reported by English India, and and it's kind of interesting to see where everybody lines up.
We've had in Germany he's still pretty young. There is a data scientist who had an interesting idea. That was just a couple of years ago. There is a hacking scene. It's called Chaos Computer Club, and they're doing all kinds of conventions and meetups, and then people are just going to talk about things of computer science and other stuff that's going on. And there's this guy who goes by the name of David Kreisel, and he's got a hobby side project, and that is essentially what he does is scraping websites and trying to extrapolate some data from the stuff that he's collected. So what he did at one time was one of the most read online magazines, which is the Spiegel, the Mirror in English, and he just started over a course of I think 2 to 3 years. He just collected every single article that they published several times a day, for a couple of reasons. First of all, because every single online media that of course you can do it, you cannot do it on paper, but all online media these days tend to change their headlines to make it more clickbaity, so that people are going to read the articles. And what he essentially did is try to gather some statistics about what these online media, what these outlets would do with the content that they're publishing to make sure that it gets more readers, that it is being read more often. And and he kind of collected all kinds of interesting data from all these articles, and then you would first of all, you would get an idea where the magazine is leaning towards, if it's left or right or whatever happens. And the overall result of this was that there was an election in between, and you could actually simply see from the data that he collected that before the election, the magazine was left-leaning. Most of the articles were more towards the previous government, which was more left-leaning. And then and after the election, things changed. They started to schmooze up to the to the conservative guys, and this is, I think it's really interesting to see what these media outlets actually try to do to gather more people to broaden their audience and make sure that they can, let's call it, survive financially. I mean, this particular outlet, the Spiegel, it's not really, it's one of the biggest in Germany, so I don't think that they're going to go bankrupt anytime soon. They have a large following and lots of writers and all that. So, but it's probably because they're adjusting and making sure that they don't lose any audience, and that also means at some point losing or getting rid of
old principles.
Of principles, exactly. And I mean, this is how the media works nowadays, and it's interesting to see. And I very much appreciate the work of data scientists like David, who try to tell people to show them what's actually happening. That was very enlightening, really. There are too few people who do stuff like this. Maybe I should start, but then I wouldn't have any time for flight sims anymore. Now, what do? I think I'm going to lean towards flight simming, because it's hopeless anyway.
It is good to read in foreign newspapers or watch foreign television channels to get a different perspective.
Absolutely.
How about late night shows on TV? I know over here they all suck. They're all left. They're all anti-Trump.
Well,
so
in Germany, we don't have late night anymore. There used to be a couple of guys, but they were getting too old, and they were too rich to really have any kind of incentive to continue. So there's nothing left really that is worth watching.
Hence Flight Simulator.
Yeah, exactly. It's the better late night entertainment.
Amen.
So, if you want to see some really just satirical, I mean, to the point of just really being satirical, is you go to babylonbee.com.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
What is that? Babylon Bee?
It's called babylonbee.com, and here's some of the headlines today. Tragic, Dick Cheney dies before getting to see World War III.
Yes.
Man.
It reminds me.
Yeah, here's another one. Mamdani announces plan to blame racism after his policies fail.
It reminds me of there is a similar satirical magazine in Germany which has the same kind of hilarious and provoking headlines. I guess every country has one of those, at least if it's still resembling something close to a country that is free speech and democracy, some kind of something like this still left in the country. I wouldn't
Here was
expect
another
that.
headline.
Go ahead.
Headline in the life section was, quote, surgery was the right call, says doctor while handing you a bill for $450,000.
That's another thing, dude. A couple of years ago, I went to what's it called, an eye doctor, somebody who's treating problems with your eyes, and he wanted to have a certain type of laser surgery on my eyes, and because obviously there was something wrong with there's I need to look up the word because I don't know it.
Floaters.
And maybe
Cataract.
Outfretter knows it. Netzhaut. Do you know what this means in
Retina.
English? Retina.
Retina.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so the retina. The retina.
LASIK surgery?
The retina in my eye was supposed to come off. He said that it would
Supposed to come off.
No, it was. He
not
said
supposed to come off.
no. It should remain right where it is. But he said that
The doctor was concerned that it might come off. Is
exactly.
That what you're saying?
That's what I wanted to say. Exactly. And but then I asked because obviously you could treat it with some kind of laser surgery, and then I asked him whether because it didn't seem to be that urgent. Then I asked him what are the chances that it's going to get worse if I don't let you treat me with a laser thing. And he said, I don't know, about
100%.
No, that's not what he
No?
said.
Okay.
He was actually honest, because I think if he was dishonest, then I went to somebody else, and I would just go to court and drag him into the jail. No, I asked him, what are the chances if he doesn't treat me, and what are the chances that something goes wrong if he treats me? And the chances were about the same. And then I asked him, so why should I do this laser surgery if I have the same chance of not anything happening to me? And he said, well, it's your choice. And guess what I did? The best part is I was at a different eye doctor a couple of weeks ago because I got new glasses for nearsight, and then I asked the doctor whether he can see something about the retina coming off, and he said no, there is nothing, not a single thing that points to anything coming off. And then I am asking myself, what the heck was this other eye doctor telling me there, trying to make money off of me? This is I was really upset about that. I'm not sure what kind of point I was trying to make. I just wanted to tell a story. Just forget about it. But
Okay.
you get the idea. I mean, there's sometimes they're trying to make money from people in not necessarily the most honest ways.
They have your best interest at heart. Promised.
Yeah, sure, they do.
In the meantime, I have been looking at the website babylonb.com.
Babylon 5, isn't that the science fiction?
Yes, it is, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I know.
I have a pop-up. You have rejected cookies. Your access to this website has been restricted.
Oh, awesome.
What is this?
Seriously?
Yep, that
Seriously?
happens in Germany as well.
Do you guys get restricted from U.S. websites that they deem probably too
Not many.
controversial?
It is.
No, not controversial, but you have, well, cookie laws in the United States and cookie laws in Europe are a little bit different, and sometimes you have
Vastly
US websites that
different.
okay, well, anyway, Sometimes you see that US websites won't deliver you content when you don't agree to their cookie policy.
Exactly. Yep. That's the European.
Why
That's the
am I stalling?
GDPR thing. That's the
Yeah.
data protection rules in Europe. Some of them really don't make any sense. It was something that was invented to. I mean, I get there are some good ideas behind this, but the cookie law in Germany is so convoluted and silly that it is. And yeah, it happens. It's the same in Germany. Some websites will not deliver any content to you if you don't accept everything.
I think another one in the United States is a very strong satire website that's it's quite popular. It's called The Onion.
I know that one.
And anyway, but the Babylon Bee, I was just looking at some of the most popular headlines, and a couple of them were I don't know if you're aware, in the United States with baseball, they just had the World Series, and it was the Toronto Blue Jays against the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Dodgers won last year. And then it went to 7 games, and they won again. And they're kind of known as the team that spends tremendous. There's no salary cap, so you can spend as much money on players as you want. So the headline was, "The Dodgers purchase another World Series." and then the other one was, Canada has decided to euthanize the Toronto Blue Jays team because they lost. And Canada's known, in the United States, a lot of people think Canada is because they're a big proponent of euthanasia. And a lot of people in the United States are against that. So that's probably why that was in there.
But in the end, wasn't there a cap in the NHL at some point where you could only spend so much money per season on people? I'm
They
not.
do that in the NFL. I don't know about. I think it might be in the NBA, and also it could be in the NHL. So that's to bring about more parity around the league. Otherwise, it's whoever the biggest owner. Otherwise, the Dallas Cowboys would win every year because I think they're the franchise with the most money, and so they do that so people don't get bored and say, "Well, the same team wins every year."
Well, I mean, this. It's
What do they do in Germany in soccer or football? Do they allow them to spend as much money as they want, or do they have limits? Or
no limits.
There are no limits, and of course, there are the richest soccer teams are able to afford the most the most expensive players. But if you look at all of the European teams, the German teams are pretty poor. For example, compared to, I don't know, there's these huge teams like Barcelona or Real Madrid. I don't know if you guys from the States know these teams, but they're the biggest and most financially potent teams in Europe, and they can afford people like Ronaldo, who has. I'm not sure even if this is in the same ballpark when it comes to money transfer money that you need to spend on any kind of sports in the United States, but a couple of $100 million they're going to spend on special players.
Is that a year or is that?
No, it's a contract that goes over several years usually, but still, I mean, we're talking about hundreds of millions of euros, which is.
I think NFL players, football players in the United States, some of the quarterbacks are up to around $60 million a year.
Well, but that's only from the team itself, right? They're gonna own a lot. They're gonna earn a lot more from side contracts, from advertisements, and all that
stuff. Yes.
But 60 mil for I mean, this is ridiculous, This so far away from any reality, from any kind of. There's no. I don't even know how to. This is just so beyond any reason. Doesn't make any sense.
And they're
Oh,
paying
it's-
college players now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get college players get in-name likeness, whatever it is now that where they're choosing which school to go to where they can make the most money now. It's pretty crazy.
Mm. The final stages of capitalism. Let's see, how far are we away from Las Breas? For some 40 miles. Right?
Miles.
Any of you landed yet?
No, I'm a little closer to the airport. I switched to a TBM so I can travel a little. It's getting kind of slow in the caravan.
But you were ahead of me, dude.
Everyone's
When?
ahead of you, man.
Yeah, and I mean the Kodiak is not really a slow plane. What are you guys doing? Next time I'm gonna pick a citation or something. This is ridiculous.
I'm in a Vision jet.
Oh, well, you're the Vision
love
Jet guy.
Vision
I know. 16. What is the best? It says that runway 16 might be the best, but there is crosswind. Any
What
on
about
any
crosswind?
runway. Come again?
What about crosswind?
It's there. No, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
where you go.
so?
There's always crosswind. But it's awesome. Crosswind is nice. I like my crosswind.
You've shown us in Iceland. You made a crosswind landing.
I can do it very well. Yes, I can.
I
doesn't-
wouldn't say that, but
You can kiss my behind.
no, I won't.
I am going to ram you off the runway with my ghost plane. That's unfortunately that's one of the things that I really would like to have in the sim, that I would be able to ram somebody. It's not possible, and I think it would be pretty difficult to create a believable physics model. There's this awesome I'd call it a driving simulator called BeamNG that's created by a German company actually, and they're trying to simulate the physics model and the and you can do all kinds of accidents and impacts, and it kind of behaves like the real world. So you can fake accidents, you can simulate what happens to your car. And I would love to have that in the sim here. That would be so awesome.
You know,
You would like to have something
I've
like
seen some YouTube videos where they say that you get banned if you try to simulate, and I don't know if it's true or not, but where they say if you try to simulate the Twin Towers, 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen those? I don't know if they're true or not, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well,
it's tasteful.
there are always indecent people who would make fun of this event, but I mean, it wouldn't be something.
I'm sure Microsoft could do an add-on that would allow you to slam into other planes. It would be a nice add-on for a price.
Well, yeah, why not?
People would pay.
Absolutely. I would pay.
Just the political ramifications of it, they're not going to take that chance.
No, they're not. Especially not necessarily because of the political maybe because of that, but more than that, I would expect them to get all kinds of trouble with the aircraft manufacturers. Of course, these guys don't want their aircraft to be involved in crashes, even if they're virtual. So, I mean, imagine somebody simulating a crash with a 737 on an airport, and then people can see this on YouTube, and holy hell.
Right. And you can make things look so real now, especially using AI and stuff. It's
actually most of the guys that are some of the most well-known YouTubers that are commenting on all kinds of things that happen in the aviation world. They're using the the Microsoft Flight Simulator to demo what was going on, and most of it actually looks pretty real. So people who don't know, who don't have that knowledge, might mistake it as something that happened in reality. Go ahead, Outfretere, what did you want to say?
Sorry, Vinny.
Oh, you hit him.
I nudged him.
You simulated an impact.
He tried.
He tried. I could have one way to nag people would be to activate, but then everybody would have to activate it. Is the what's it called, come on, the turbulence that you get behind a plane. What's it called? Wake turbulence, right? Everybody should have activated this by default. You should not be able to turn it off. That would be at least some way to be able to harass people. I would love that. Just go ahead and fly in front of Outfretter and make him do some fancy moves. I could begin.
Why do you stop there, Vinny?
Why not?
So
you're blowing dust all in my face.
16 or 34?
16.
Okie doke. Are you?
I'll shut my engine off.
Are you leading me into a trap here?
Why would I?
Because you're you, and I am.
Why would
me.
you suspect me of that?
Because I always see the best in people.
I certainly came in a little hot.
Which altitude am I supposed to be? 3,000 feet, right? 2,500. That's the no, that Las Breas. How high is it?
2,400.
2,400. Wait a minute. I'm not trusting you. 2,531 feet. Okay. Let's see.
So what was the actual response you got when you tried to log into the Babylon Bee? I'm just kind of curious.
I denied the cookies, and then I get a pop-up. You have rejected cookies. Your access to this website has been restricted. Nothing more.
Why the heck did you deny the cookies? You could delete them afterwards.
I always do.
I mean, that's the right thing to do, actually. But if you want to take a look at content, then you just go ahead and, or use the goddamn Tor browser or something like that if you need to. But if you're curious,
I didn't accept the cookies.
That is Outfretter.
Uh-huh.
A man of principle.
Hardly.
It's never going to get boring with you. That's one of the nice things that I can tell about you.
Switch off, switch off, off. Ooh, it's getting dark in here.
Oh, I'm running out of fuel in a couple of hours. I'm going into the yellow area here. What's the time? Oh, dude, it's almost midnight here. I should finish the flight really quickly. I always forget time when I'm doing this.
That's a good thing.
It is. At least currently. Tomorrow morning, not so much, but I don't care. It's time for dinner for cider. Thank you for joining in. That was awesome. And have a nice dinner.
Well, Vinny, we have long shadows.
We do.
Yeah.
It is getting late, isn't it? And the sim as well. What's the time? The local, it's 22 UTC, but what is the local time here?
If you're in the same time zone as I am, it's 11:45.
I am talking about the time here, right here in the area that we're flying in. It seems to be late afternoon.
My guess is it's at least 2 hours ahead of me, so I'm thinking it's probably 6:43 in the evening, because
that makes sense.
You know, the thing that is very confusing, everybody thinks there's a misperception that when you think that South America is primarily below us, but more west, but it's almost way east. I think if you come down straight down from Florida, there's only, I think it intersects with maybe Peru, and that's about it.
It will be UTC -6 or -7.
Yep, that makes sense. Looking at the position of the sun and the sky, I would say it's late afternoon or evening.
So their days are getting longer. Our days are getting.
They're south
shorter.
of the equator. We're already south of the equator, I think, right?
Yes, you did that in Ecuador.
True, that's true.
Is that correct?
So I frequently visit Panama, and it's like the same sunrise and sunset every day.
Yep. These guys are sitting on the equator, right?
Just about, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what season that is, but it's too late in the evening.
Right here, I would say they're maybe, I don't know, early spring, late spring. And we're heading towards
I
winter.
think it'd be late spring, because we're headed toward winter, so
Exactly.
they'd be headed toward late spring.
It is 25 degrees south. Yeah, okay, that's so that is spring. Agree.
And the guinea pigs are growing and multiplying. Springtime is always good for reproduction purposes. Let's see, where am I? I need to get over these hills here. Are you all there already? Nobody in the air anymore?
Waiting for you.
Dude,
Only you.
Next time I'm gonna pick something quicker.
Please do.
Well, now that you're asking this of me, I think I won't. I love
gonna
Gotta run,
change your
guys.
Come again?
Got a grandson's football game I gotta go to. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
Thank you for
All right,
joining in.
thank you.
And I
Yeah,
hope
sounds
your
good.
son is gonna win.
Grandson.
See you next time.
All right, man. Take care.
Bye.
Take care.
I see the moon over the horizon, and you're so close to it, Matt.
I am. Okay.
So far away.
So close yet so far away. Isn't there a song? Uitfretter. Uitfretter. Uitfretter.
Come closer. Come closer, my friend.
I will. I am doing my very best. I could actually accelerate until the limit. 180.
You could slew.
I could, but I'm not going to do that kind of cheating. Are you in a hurry? You can leave anytime you want. I want to do a nice landing and crosswind here. I'm not going to cheat.
Who are you trying to convince?
Myself, maybe? And Kloppo. He's a nice guy. I could try to convince him.
Where is Kloppo?
I could wait for you.
Oh yeah, you're right next to me.
Okay, I'm doing a little bit of a shortcut here. Not following the entire procedure, but let's see. Well, you guys, there is the runway. That shouldn't be too much of it. I have no wind at all currently. Zero. Zilch in any direction.
No excuses.
Oh, well, then it's not going to be a challenge. I want crosswind. Which one is the runway that I should... there it is. Okay. Not the highway. There's a highway that's kind of misleading. There's the runway. Now there's a little bit of crosswind. 5 knots, 4 knots. But not too bad, unfortunately.
Try not to hit the planes on the right-hand side of the runway.
I'll do my very best. Miss Sophie.
It's a niche reference.
Come again?
That is a niche reference. A niche reference.
Yeah, but you have actually recognized it. That's good enough for me. There's I don't know about the Netherlands, but in Germany there's this really odd let's call it a ritual at year's end. There's a from the UK some kind of comedy show, I would say. An old guy serving an old lady all kinds of a meal that consists of several alcohol, of course, lots of alcohol. He's serving this old lady all kinds of dishes, and then he's going to stumble over a tiger head, and it's actually quite funny. But the problem is, I have watched it so many times in my life because it's become a tradition in my family to watch this each single year, and at some point it's just gonna, it's just gonna get boring, unfortunately.
Do you know it's a strictly German thing?
Do you guys see a fire or something in front of your plane?
A fire?
Okay. Yeah, I don't
plane?
know. Not your plane. It's just there's like a orange fog.
That is the dust coming from the Cessna to the right of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from my perspective, you don't even see the aircraft. It's just the dust blowing up for no reason up out of the ground.
Okay. My plane? You
No,
still
not
can't
yours.
see.
Nobody's plane.
Okay. You cannot see any plane still.
Oh no, I see all the
Question mark.
planes.
Okay, I see.
You were in a Cody according to your nameplate, but I see Vision Jet.
Yeah, that's the usual.
Exactly.
The usual shit show. Well, good guys. That was awesome, as usual. On Thursday, we're going to continue this awesome show with a different theme. And I hope you'll be well until then, and roll the final thing here, please.
That's all, folks.
There you go. Awesome.
Well, thank you for leading us. That was a very nice flight.
You are.
He was the last one to land. How about leading?
Very, you can sit You go ahead.
Okay, I had a nice evening. Thanks, guys.
Yep, same here. I got to do some dinner now.
Okie
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
See you.
Dinner.
Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Take care.
Yep, take care, everybody.
Take care.